I accidentally deleted all the friend of the day pictures from this week. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Ugh, my nose is so itchy. Morning, it is Sunday, 11-ish a.m. and I am getting started on my planning. So far I've got the morning work already planned out. Morning meetings already planned out, but I realized I forgot to do something, or actually I ruined something. So I've been doing friend of the day, and for every friend of the day we brainstorm things that we like about them. We write it on the Promethean board and then I take a picture of them because I wanted that to be their cover to their book when I send it home. I accidentally deleted all the friend of the day pictures from this week, and that happened because I was vlogging and then I ran out of storage and I moved all the videos to a folder on my computer and I deleted everything else without thinking like, hey, you have the pictures on here too. So I'm gonna have to redo them really quick and then take a picture of them. Or I can just toss that idea all together, but I don't want to because I think it's a really cute idea. Oh, I don't know, I'm so mad that I deleted them by accident. Having Saxon makes planning so much easier because all I have to do is, for phonics, I put lesson whatever number, so lesson 5, and then I just copy down all the objectives, and that's pretty much all I have to do for phonics planning, so that is super, super easy. It's the end of the day on Monday, and today was a pretty good day. I think we got through our activities pretty quickly, so we ended up having like about 7 minutes, almost 10 minutes towards, oh my god, my eye looks gross. My allergies are like acting up, so like my under eyes get super dry and then like makeup clicks to them. We got through math pretty quick, so we did a few go noodles. We did start math notebooks today, and I got composition notebooks yesterday. They're not like the primary kind, but it's fine because we'll just be cutting and pasting things onto them. So even though we've been focusing a lot on counting and sabotaging, we did start focusing more like on one number at a time now, so we can get a better understanding for that one number. So we started math journals. I did buy composition notebooks over the weekend at Target. They were like 50 cents each, and I only needed 17 with mine. This is just what it looks like. So we have the directions on top. We cut one apple, we color it red, and we practice our ones. And then this is the best purchase I've made in a while. Where is it? This stamp for the date. Such a time saver. One of my team teachers uses this, so I decided to copy her and get one myself. This one's from Amazon. It was like $7. It's a self-inking stamp, so that makes it a whole lot easier. Hey guys, so it's the end of Monday, like I said in the previous clip, and we had a team meeting. We always have a team meeting on Mondays, and we just talked about some progress reports that we have to do, how we're feeling about Saxon, and we have some money to spend, luckily and thankfully. So we're trying to decide what we want to spend it on. We don't all have to spend it on the same thing, but we're just kind of brainstorming. We have 2 different amounts that we can spend. So we can have $150 for instructional aids, so just anything that's gonna last longer than a year, so like centers and stuff like that. So we have that, and we also have, I don't know how much the other one is, but I know that every year they get something, and last year they got Kindles with that money, so I don't really know what we're gonna get. We wanted to get ESGI, but with that money you don't get your purchase until January, so it would not really be as worth it because ESGI you have to pay yearly, and then we have the summer, so we wouldn't use it during the summer. So yeah, we're not getting ESGI unfortunately, but I think I'm gonna get it on my own because I do have the trial version right now, and it's a 60-day trial. And I remember like Mr. Greg is always saying that you can use the code SMORGY at checkout for like money off, but I haven't seen that, so I don't know if that's still a thing. As you guys know, it was my birthday last week, and my boyfriend had asked me what I wanted for my birthday. Initially I wanted scoop rocker chairs and from Wayfair, and I also wanted like stability discs just for flexible seating, but the stability discs are sold out, at least the ones that I wanted. The ones that I wanted were $7 each, and now they're about like $16 each, so I don't think I want to get that. And the scoop rocker and then the scoop chairs are sold out on Wayfair until October. So he just told me, like, if I come up with something that I want, then to just let him know. So I was trying to think, like, what do I want? Like, honestly, I don't really want anything for myself. I just want things for my classroom, but even then I couldn't really think of what I wanted for my classroom. But now I think I want ESGI, and I think I'll tell him, like, to go halfsies on it, so like he can pay like 60 bucks, no, not 60 bucks, 90, holy c***, how much is it? So he can pay 70 and I'll pay the other half, but I haven't told him yet. So if not ESGI, I'll probably ask for books because I love having books. Today was a really good day. I enjoyed it. It went by really fast. We went through our math pretty fast too. So like I mentioned earlier, we're introducing one number a day, or at least I am for the most part. I know my next door teacher has a pretty high class, so one number a day is not really working out too well for her, but for me, I think it's gonna work out pretty well. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Ugh. My nose is so itchy, like my allergies are killing me. I also put my snacks away. I have a ton of snacks. Parents have been bringing in a ton of snacks, and I just put them in the plastic container, that way no bugs or anything get into them. The accent today went okay. I feel like it's getting a little bit better and better, and I feel like I'm just trying to be a little bit more open-minded about it. I'm trying to see the positive instead of the negatives, just because I just want to stay positive. So I had a few of you telling me that you use Saxon and that you've definitely seen results. So if that's the case, I guess I'll trust the process and I'll be a team player and I will just do my best to implement it. Right now, I think I'm just going to change my schedule for tomorrow. Oh, because we don't have, I keep forgetting that we don't have specials on Tuesdays. But tomorrow's picture day, and I think we have pictures in the morning, so that's good. So I'm going to change my schedule. I'm going to clean up just a tiny bit, and I'm going to film one more video, and then I'm going to head out. I am going to the gym today, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really scared to go. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to film another video real quick. So I just dropped off my kids at PM recess, and it's been a good day again. Today was picture day, so they were all really excited in their really cute clothes, and they were really excited to see that I was also getting my picture taken because it was a picture for the yearbook, so that was really cute. We also tried to take like a group picture once we got to my classroom because today was just like headshots. It was not like a class picture, but because I don't have like another grown-up in my classroom, it was kind of hard, so we just put like a self-timer on my phone, and then we were gonna send it to parents. So we'll see how that turns out. The first few pictures you couldn't even see my head, but I think we got it at the end. Today was day 2 of our math journals, and they went a lot better than they went yesterday, just because I think yesterday was more like a trial and error type thing. So I'll show you what they look like. So this is the journal from yesterday. But yeah, this is what it looks like. They just cut and color the pencils. The pencils have to be yellow, and then we just practice writing number 2 on the bottom. And then I just stamp it when they finish it so we know when it is that we did it. So my kids come back from recess, we are going to have a snack. We already had goldfish in the morning because it just felt like a longer morning than usual because we don't have specials on Tuesdays. So I try to give them a snack on Tuesday mornings if I can, or if we have time. So we did have time. And right now I think I'm going to give them animal crackers. That's what I have right now, so I'll do that. So right now I'm just getting math notebooks ready for tomorrow. I'm just putting sticky notes on the next available page. Even though I modeled it like 10 times where I wanted my students to put their next page, a lot of them did not. So I'm just kind of showing them where they should be gluing their next journal entry. Everything's pretty organized, I guess, so I'm just gonna head out. Good morning, it is Wednesday and I'm about to head out to work. I got ready faster today for some reason, so I guess I'll be there a little bit early, which is always great. Today we do have a whole staff meeting. We usually don't have them every Wednesday, but today I believe we do. And today is also early out for the kids. So instead of getting out at 2, they get out at 1 today. Today will be the day that we are learning about the number 3. And then tomorrow, instead of learning about the number 4, we're going to review numbers 1 through 3 and just count and write them and do a bunch of review with those 3 numbers before we move on to number 4. I just think that's going to work best for my classroom. It's the end of Wednesday and the morning went so well. I was very impressed with my kids this morning. So I think I've talked about my transitions in between centers. So once we finish a center, we clean up, and then we have to be done cleaning up by the time we finish singing Itsy Bitsy Spider twice and signing it 1 time. So in total it's like 3 times. Today I did pull small groups to do a small activity with them with the letter O and the letter L, and because I was doing that I wasn't able to be in front of the classroom singing the song as fast as I would like to, but I didn't need to because they were singing it on their own and they were ready they were completely ready by the time I got there, which was amazing. I loved it. Then additionally, when we were getting ready for lunch, they started singing their lineup song on their own. They were ready on their own. I did not have to wait for them whatsoever. And when I picked them up from lunch, they had brought back an all-class all-star sticker. So they got one because they were amazing during lunch. So that just made my day, and I was so happy. I actually ran into my principal earlier in the day and I told her about it, so I was super happy. She was super happy. We were just all super happy. However, the afternoon was a little bit rocky, and I had kids jumping on the carpet when they were supposed to be cleaning up. We are missing 3 library books that are from the school library, and they have their own spots, so they shouldn't be missing, but they are. I had maybe like 3 students that were taking a long time finishing up their math journal for today, and it's not like they were taking their time and producing quality work per se. Maybe one of them was actually. The other 2 were just kind of just sitting there and not really doing anything. So we did have a talk at the end of class about how, sorry, I got distracted by my bulletin board. We talked about how we're gonna make tomorrow better. We did not have time to go over our scores today on Dojo, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. But we just talked about the rules again, how we're not going to jump on the carpet. We set new rules for our math journals, so we're always going to cut first, glue, and then color, because I think that's what's slowing people down, because they're coloring and they want to make it nice and perfect, which is awesome, but sometimes they're just wasting time. So we want to make sure that we cut, glue, and then color. So that's what we're going to do. I just got my Scholastics book order, so I'm going to go ahead and open it and show you guys what I got. So because we had, I think it was like an over $50 order, all of my kids are getting one of these books. These are the Elephant and Piggy, Pigeon, and Mo books. So these were free. They're gonna be so happy. Okay, so now I just have to sort them. I've never really done this before. I've definitely placed orders, but I've never had to sort them. So let's see. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bought 8 books. So oh, here's another one. So I was just thinking how this does not look like enough books for my whole class, but there's 2 of them, so that makes sense. All right, I bought this one. This one is a 10 busy brooms for Halloween, since we are still practicing on counting. I also bought this one. It's just how to catch a monster. I bought this one for this one, Dog and a Frog. This set that is These Books Are Out of Control, I Don't Want to Be a Frog, Monster Trouble. I love seeing kids buy the books that we've read in class. So we read Pete the Cat and The Kissing Hand, so a lot of them bought that. So some of my students bought those. So let's see. Okay, so I also got these books. So I have Say Boo, Pumpkin Party, Wee Witches, the Wee Witches Halloween, and Little Goblin 10. Okay, so I just got out of a staff meeting and it went pretty well. It was relatively short. Actually, no, it was an hour long. We were just talking about, I don't even know. But it's done, so now I have a bunch of things that I have to organize to send home on Friday. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna go home. Okay, so I got my desk pretty much cleaned. This area is not so clean, but a lot of this has to go home on Friday, so after Friday it will be fine. My room looks pretty decent. I just have to put that mailbox back where it goes and find somewhere to throw that box away. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much set for tomorrow. I was gonna sit here and edit a video that's supposed to go up today, but I think I'm just gonna go home and edit it there. I was gonna edit it last night, and I had already like intentions of, I had already sat down, opened my computer, opened iMovie, then I realized I left my camera here, which has the memory card. Oh, I don't know, I'll get started today here, and then in about 10 minutes I'll leave, and then I'll just finish it off over there. I was also thinking I need to like update my bulletin boards. They have been like that since the first week of school, so I'm gonna try to do a craft by the end of this week and put it up there. And then my other one, and that's just gonna go on our brightest work bulletin board, and then the one where it currently says yay, we're so glad you're here, I'm just gonna make that into an environmental print bulletin board. So I am sending home a letter just explaining what environmental print is to the parents, just like things that kids can recognize and they can read. So I'm just asking parents to send in things like maybe a cup from McDonald's or a napkin from Peter Piper Pizza or a plastic bag from Walmart, something that the kids can recognize and read. This was totally not my idea, but it's one of my teen teacher's ideas, so she was kind enough to send me the letter that she sent home, and I just tweaked it a little bit to make it more my own, and I'm gonna send that home on Friday. So that covers one bulletin board. I also need to get started on my word wall. Oh, I forgot to show you that little pillow. That little pillow thing is from Target. It was $10 and my kids absolutely love it. I want to buy another one if they still have some, because like I said, my kids love using it, and I kind of want to hot glue like huge googly eyes onto it so it looks like a little furry monster. If you like it and you have the chance to, go check out your local Target because it's on clearance for $10. So I started editing my video, and I always like to kind of show like a sneak peek of the video and then do my intro. So I was done with a little sneak peek and I was gonna put in my intro, but then I remembered I deleted it. My computer had actually run out of storage, which was pretty which was weird to me because I have like 1 terabyte of storage in my computer and I've never run out of storage. So turns out I had a ton of videos still saved that I wasn't using, so like a lot of footage that I had already used and already uploaded. So I deleted a lot of it, and I think I may have deleted my intro by accident. So I think I have a solution for it. Hopefully I do. If not, I'm gonna have to remake it, and that's not gonna be fun. Oh my god, my eyes. My under eyes look so dry because of my allergies. Oh, I hate how they look. I feel like they even look worse. Like, I've been getting plenty of sleep, but they look worse because of my allergies. I just got to my apartment, and my dad asked me to leave him the key in the morning because he was going to come visit, and I did. And now I come home, and my dad's not here, and neither is my brother, so I am locked out of my apartment. They're on the other side of the town, and I left my classroom early to be able to do work here in the comfort of my own home, and now I can't, and they are nowhere near here, so I'm just so annoyed right now. I'm gonna call a friend and see if she's home, and if she is, then I'll hang out with her, and if she's not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna hang out in my car until they get here. I just also realized that another reason why I wanted to leave the classroom earlier than usual is because I need to return some contacts. So I got my eye exam a few weeks ago, ordered some contacts, and then I compared the prescription on the contacts box with my actual prescription, and they do not match. I'm gonna go to the eye place that I went to and return them, but now I can't do that because I can't get into my apartment. Something else I wanted to do was go to the gym, and I left my clothes here on purpose so I would get out of my classroom early to come here, get the contacts, get the gym clothes, and just leave. But no, I can't do any of that. Like, I can't do anything that I had planned for, and I'm very annoyed. Like, I just want to be home. Oh, and by the way, my apartment leasing office is closed at the time, and I don't have the emergency number because it's in my apartment. So I'm pretty much like locked out of my apartment completely until my brother and my dad decided to get back. So I am locked out of my apartment because I left my key for my dad because he was gonna come visit today, and he did not want to wake up my brother when he got here. So as I'm sitting here just thinking about my day because I have nothing better to do, I remembered something that completely made my day today. So today in the classroom during phonics, I asked my kids if any of them knew what sentences were, and of course this little girl raised her hand very confidently, so I called on her. Her answer was, sentences are that thing that you put around here and it has buttons. And I was just like, wait, what? I said that was a great answer, but not the one I was looking for, but thank you for trying. But that just completely made my day because I have no idea what she was talking about. Usually I can figure out what they meant, but I don't know what she meant. So it's really late. Actually, it's not that late. It's only 9. But I'm gonna go to sleep pretty soon. But before I went to sleep, I wanted to remake this video that I had. So these are just sight words that we have already learned. And I'm gonna add 3 more that we are learning this week. What I like to do is I play this, and it's essentially a video or a PowerPoint presentation, and I'll add music to the background. And so this is what my students will see. They'll say the sight word, skywrite it, and then it will like go to the next one. But that's essentially what we do for a little bit. And just watching the video does not take long whatsoever. So I don't know if I want to put like random music in the background or an actual sight word song in the background so they remember it. So I'm going to try to see what I come up with. Good morning, it is Thursday and I just got to my classroom. I'm just gonna turn on my fairy lights and then I'm gonna head out to the playground because I have morning duty today. Yeah, I feel pretty good about today because everything's pretty much ready. I didn't have to do a lot of prep for today last night, so I'm happy about that. It's been a good morning. We got through morning work for the most part. It was a little bit harder because it was more cutting and sorting than our usual morning work, but I'm gonna keep on doing progress reports today during centers, or maybe not. I don't think I was gonna keep on doing progress reports during centers, but I think I'm just gonna meet with small groups. So what I did yesterday is I met with small groups and we made letter sandwiches. So we already worked in the letter L, so we made some L sandwiches, and we also made some letter O sandwiches. And by that I mean this. I found this on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I don't remember the store name, but you can see the name right there. This is an A sandwich, so it has an uppercase A, a lowercase a for the bread, and then everything in between has A things. So ambulance, astronaut, anchor, apple, and that's how you're supposed to make your A sandwich. However, I do have more than one set of each sandwich, and we build together a sandwich first. So like I tell them, okay, so we have a capital A, it needs a buddy, we need a lowercase a, and then we set those apart. Then we go through every ingredient. So is this the cheese that would go in an A sandwich, and so on and so forth. And we do that for 2 letters. That way they know like kind of what to do. And then I give them 1 bread, so I either give them like a lowercase a or a lowercase b or something like that, and then they have to complete the sandwich. And I like that because it helps me see whether they are kind of understanding the sounds for the letters, and I think it's really fun. My kids have been playing a restaurant a lot during free play, so this just kind of goes along with their interests. So they've all been really liking it, and I'm in the process of printing out the whole alphabet, at least 2 sets of each sandwich, and I'm gonna have them laminated soon, and then I'll have my aide help me cut them. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. I also have some caterpillar mats that I don't know if I showed you, but thankfully my aide finished cutting them, so now I just have to put the Velcro dot on the back. And these are such a great thing. These are just from Dollar Tree, and they come with 20, so $1 for 20 of them is a fantastic deal. So I think I'm gonna go to my Dollar Tree again and basically maybe buy like 10 more just to have around, because I know there's been times where I've looked for them and they don't have them, but when I went last week they had a ton of them. So I think I'm gonna go and go and buy more on Lakeshore right now, because we have $150 to spend on instructional aids. So I'm trying to find what I want to get. I kind of want to get magnetic letters, reusable like pocket sleeves. I have 5 pocket sleeves right now, but it would be great to have more than that. So I'm gonna see what I can find. So I have this cool little like foam mat thing right here that I never really could figure out how to put it together. So it's just like this all the time and it works. But this is what it's supposed to look like. I do not have this part, so there was no way for me to put this part and this part together. So that makes so much more sense. But again, it's working right now. Kids love sitting there, but it's nice to know that I wasn't crazy because I couldn't put it together. It's just I was missing this part. My hair is crazy. I have been thinking I want to redo my calendar area to make it more compact. Right now I like it, but things are a little bit too big. Well, right now I like it, but things are a little bit too big for the sections that I have. So like the outlines are there, but then things kind of like overflow. So I want to make them a little bit smaller so I can fit something else on there. I found this huge pocket chart, and it's like all about blah blah blah. So like it'd be great for reviewing letters of the week, so I want to make space for it. Tomorrow is also the day when my students can trade in their tickets from their little pocket things for prizes for my prize box. So I sorted them out and I kind of put like a price on them. So I have some that are worth like 1 ticket, some that are worth 3 tickets I believe, and then some that are worth 5. I went through all my little pockets there, and most of them have 5 or 6 tickets. The ones that have 5 because they were absent a day or 2. So I went through those before I set my prices. That way I made sure that everybody was able to get at least 1 or 2 prizes if they want to. So I'll show you what I have. So they are not like super pretty boxes, but yeah. So in this bin I just have a ton of things. One of my friends actually gave me a bunch of these things because this was her prize box for an after-school program for 1st grade. So there are pencils, little erasers, dinosaurs, seals, sharks, fake money, and crowns, sharpeners as well. There are also these like stencil things. So these are all worth 1 ticket. Then moving on to the 3 ticket bin, we have some smelling markers. They love smelling markers. We have some Dr. Seuss stamps, some ring erasers, and some dinosaur erasers, as well as these pencils and these little maze things. And there are a few, yeah, there's only 2 of these. I had more, but I lost them. Moving on to the 5 ticket bin, there are these little girl capsules from Target. These play school markers that I got for free, but I already have like a lot of markers, so that's why I'm putting them there. And then I also have these like, I don't know what these are called. You put them on your finger and you like, I don't know. So we have those. We have these Dr. Seuss pens that you can change the ink color. And yeah, that's my prize box. And I think I've mentioned before that I'm only doing the prize box once a month. So every day they earn tickets. And I think I'm going to change the way they earn tickets just a little bit based on behavior. So I do use Class Dojo, and I would give them tickets. So like if they got 100%, they would get a 100% ticket. If it got 90% or like 90 to 99%, they would get a 90% ticket. 80 to 89%, 80% ticket. But then they all have the same amount of tickets at the end because they all get 1 ticket. So I don't know if to keep it that way because they still get a ticket, or if to give those that end the day with 100% 3 tickets, those that end the day with 90% 2 tickets, and those that end with 80% 1 ticket. And then if you're below 80%, then you wouldn't get a ticket, but that never happens. My kids are always at 100, or if not, the high 90s. So I think I might do it that way because it makes a little bit more sense. But for this one, because it's the first one, I want them all to experience what it's like to be able to get prizes with all their tickets. I'm also giving them an option to save their tickets for next prize box if they want to. I am going to head out because I want to print some stuff at home, and I can do it here, but it won't be in color. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. I've been scratching my eyes a ton because they are itchy, so ignore my like super smeared makeup, but I just wanted to share with you what I am going to be doing for math now. So I have the Kinder Math bundle from Tara West on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's quite a price tag, but I think it's totally worth it. So basically it's just a math curriculum and units, and it is amazing. This is going to make planning so much easier. It has lesson plans for you already, and then it also has worksheets. So because I've already kind of introduced numbers on my own, I think I did an okay job. There's definitely room for improvement, and this is going to help so much. So this lesson, for example, covers numbers 1, 2, and 3. So it tells you what to do for whole group number sense, and it tells you like for how long to do it. It tells you collaborative number sense, whole group fluency, whole group skill focus lesson, and collaborative lesson follow-up and independent practice. I am so tempted to just print it all at once, but then I'm like, no, that is like over 2,000 pages, I want to say. Over 2,000 pages. So I think I'm just gonna print out so I just printed out a few, like tomorrow's and Fridays. Tomorrow's Friday. No, I printed out tomorrow's and Tuesday, since Monday we don't have school. And just to kind of see how I'm gonna do it. And I honestly think this is gonna help me so much, because I do feel like even though I'm trying really hard to make really good math lessons, my centers and activities are pretty solid, and they are definitely helping the kids understand numbers more. But when it comes to whole group, that's where I struggle a little bit more when it comes to math. Also, this has, like on the side, it tells you like unit big ideas, optional mentor texts, lesson standards, vocabulary words to know, lessons I can statements, checks for understanding, stimulating critical thinking, so questions to ask, and material prep. And materials and prep. So everything is pretty much done for you, which is why I think the price tag is definitely worth it. I don't know. I'm just like super excited I have this. Something else I was working on was kind of tedious right now. I cut up all these O's because we are doing our O craft tomorrow. It's going to be an octopus, and I totally forgot to use the, what is it called, that machine that cuts letters for you at school. I forgot, and I had to cut them all by hand, which is why they're like a little bit folded and they look kind of funky. And then I also cut up eyes, because I think the craft is going to look so much better with eyes. I am going to give each kid like half of an Astro Bites paper so they can make like the legs for the octopus. If I didn't mention, we're making an octopus. So that's a way for them to make it their own. And yeah, I'm sure they're all going to want to take it home, but we're not taking them home until we have the whole alphabet. But at least I'm done with that. Something else that I did is I reprinted my, what are these? I'm so tired. I reprinted my schedule cards because, like I was mentioning earlier, I do want to have my calendar area just smaller, more compact, I guess. So instead of having them half a sheet long and wider, they are this big, and I think it's gonna make a difference. I also worked on days of the week and months of the year. So these are my days of the week. I was able to fit most of them in one sheet, and I changed the background. The ones I have right now are white, and I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like it right now, because they are white and they have a colored border, and my whiteboard is white, so they kind of just, I don't know, they don't look finished in my eyes. And then I also made the labels for the top, so days of the week, months of the year, And then for months of the year, they are a lot smaller. I was able to fit them all in one paper, so I just have January all the way through December, and then just added clip art to it. The clip art is for just random from Google, so I am not able to put this on Teachers Pay Teachers because I don't own the rights, but because I'm using it for personal use, I think it's okay, right? I don't know how that works. So I have my to-do list right here. I pack my checkbook because I have to purchase, I want to purchase a staff shirt. I have to plan the activities for tomorrow for ELA because we don't have Saxon tomorrow. Zero to Hero snack, we are doing Zero to Hero snack. Then I have Zero the Hero snack, and we are doing Zero the Hero. So every 10th day, Zero the Hero comes and leaves us snacks. So last time he brought us like peach rings, and my mentor teacher was kind enough and got me those. I know that this time around she is doing fudge stripe cookies. What was that? She's doing fudge striped cookies, so I bought some as well, especially because we have a set of twins, so I have one and she has the other one, and if I feel in my mind if we don't do the same thing, they'll be like, wait, why are you guys getting a different thing than I am? I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. So my kids were learning about colors, and they absolutely loved making their color books. So when we got to the very end, they were kind of sad, so they're like, can we make a rainbow book? And I'm like, I mean, if you guys want to, of course. Like, why would I say no to that, right? Especially because I love reading the books to the class. So I just went ahead and made this. So this was all done on PowerPoint, and I saved it as a PDF, so the formatting would not change once I printed it off in my school computer. And for this book, I made sure that they all started with the, because that is one of our sight words that they've learned. So every time they see the word the anywhere, they always like make it a point to tell me, so I get super excited for them because they are recognizing the sight word we learned. So the strawberry is red, the pumpkin is orange, the sun is yellow, the backpack is green, the butterfly is blue, the umbrella is purple, the donut is pink. I know that one doesn't really make sense, but I just love donuts, so I just kind of put it in. And then the last one is just I like rainbows, because we should already know this one and this one. I'm just going to make those copies tomorrow morning, which shouldn't take long, especially now that we have an extra copy machine since the beginning of school, and I think even before that. We only had one copy machine for the whole school because our other one was broken, but now we got a new one and it's beautiful, and I feel like it prints faster. I don't know. So I'll be able to make copies in the morning. Okay, so Zero the Hero is all set up, and I just put chairs there just to kind of make it seem like you use them to get up there. I don't know. It's the end of the day on Friday, and it was a really good week. Towards the end, it was a little bit overwhelming because I didn't get my homework folders done during my specials time because I was getting Zero the Hero stuff done then. So what I did instead is I stuffed my folders during free play time, and I thought I was going to be okay, but then I remembered, oh wait, today's a day where they can exchange their tickets for something from the prize box, so I was trying to do that and stuff folders, which ended up not being the most efficient way to do it. I mean, I got it done, but it was kind of stressful. And then while I was trying to do that, my principal walks in. She was just doing a walkthrough, and I'm like, oh god, this probably looks like it's utter chaos, which it kind of is, but it was fine. My mentor teacher has told me countless times that it's totally okay to let the kids just free play for the last 30 minutes of class, which is what I was doing when she walked in, and she said that the principal actually prefers that and appreciates that a lot when teachers give students just a chance to free play. So that's what I was doing. So I don't feel as bad after I talked to my mentor teacher, even though she's told me this so many times. Freaked me out a little bit because when your boss walks in, you freak out a little bit. I am in the middle of kind of like redoing my board because I do want this on it because I do want this to be part of our calendar time. So I already set it up for next week. Let me show you the craft from today. These are supposed to be for our alphabet books, but I thought I would put them on display for the week and then just change them out next week for the next letter. So these are just O's, and they are supposed to be, and these are O's for octopus. So these are all the octopus. These are all the ones that my students made, and they are super cute. Some of them have really long like legs or whatever. This one cracks me up because, yeah. And then this one's really cute. So I think I'm gonna head out pretty soon. I don't think there's a lot more to do here. I do want to make more centers for the upcoming week, but I can always do that at home. I also want to stop at Walmart on my way home, as well as Dollar Tree again to see if they have more of these bins, because honestly, I should have bought them when I had the chance to. They have, and I think they just carry them in green, blue, and red, which is why I mostly got green. If green is one of my colors in my color scheme. I wish they had pink, I wish they had orange, and I wish they had yellow, but it's okay. As far as storing them, I can easily stack 4 of them and put them right here. So right now it's an absolute mess, but I would probably put them right there or right there and buy another one to stack them because they're pretty inexpensive. They're like $9. Before I leave, I do want to recap the day like I usually do. Typically, I set my camera up by my window, but my battery is dead and it's going to take a while to recharge, and I want to go home. So I hope you guys don't mind that most of my vlogging was done with my iPhone. It's just so much easier, but I know the quality is better with my camera, so I'll try to vlog more with my camera. So this week was a really good week. I forgot to mention, today my students got another whole class all-star sticker from lunch again. So they got one yesterday and they got one earlier in the week, I believe, too. So that's 3 in a week, which is fantastic. They were so excited. I was really excited. So right now they have 6 of them, I think. And I told them that once they got to 10, we would have like some kind of celebration. And I'm just going to have like a really small celebration. I think we have to put it in the calendar, like the school calendar. So I'm gonna ask my mentor teacher if I would have to put it in the calendar or if it's just okay. Because it wouldn't be like a huge celebration. I would just have some kind of treat, and that would be all. I want to have a bigger celebration for my end of quarter celebration. How many times can I say celebration in one clip? For this week with sight words, I feel like we didn't really go over them as much as what we did last week. So I'm going to try to be better at it next week. I know that one of you had mentioned that Heidi Songs has great sight word songs, which is fantastic. So I'm going to look more into that. I did watch one video and it looked really great. So I'm going to go ahead and look for those. I was even thinking of maybe making my own with instrumental versions of like songs they already know. Like they love the fight song by Tori Kelly. I don't know. But they love that song. So having that song along with sight words I feel like would be really efficient. So I'm going to try to figure that out over the weekend. I'm also almost done with progress reports. So all I need now is to test them on letter sounds. I tested, I think, 6 of them today, and a lot of them really surprised me. Like some of them know a lot of sounds, some of them don't know, which is fine, but I didn't expect a lot of them to know a lot of sounds, but they did. Going back to sight words, my kids are very like now hyper aware of the word the, because they see it everywhere, which it is everywhere, but now they actually see it. So we will be looking at books and they're like, oh, here's the, or yeah, they do that a lot. Today when we were walking to lunch, I was at the front of the line talking to a kid, and then I looked back and there was kind of a big gap between the line. So I just said, hey, little Susie, fix the line. And then they're like, oh, you said the is one of our sight words. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. So just having them realize little things like that is fantastic. With the sight words that we've gone over, we are able to create some sentences. So sometimes during our sight word instruction, during the week, I would sit down and with my easel and we would write sight word sentences. So I would write I like you, and they would be able to read it and they would get so excited. Today for literacy centers, I let my students pick the center that they wanted to work on. So I did give them some like guidelines to that. So not everybody could be doing write the room, so only 4 people could do that. Only 3 people could do the silly sounds on the smartboard, and then just little things like that. And it worked out really, really well. So I'm going to keep on doing that, which is why I bought these, and I want more of these so I can have more centers in them. For math centers, we did the same thing, and it worked really well except for one little kid. So this one little kid got her center, and I told him, like, once you pick your center, you cannot switch until the rotation is over. And she got her center. She did hers. I don't think she finished it. She did hers, and then she just decided to just lay down on the floor for the entire rotation. And so I think I just have to make things more. So even though like all of my students except this one person did what they were supposed to, I will come back on Tuesday and remind them that they have to work. But I was pleasantly surprised on how well they were able to handle choice. So that is great, especially because if it's something that they want to be doing, I feel like they'll be more engaged. Today we did not do math journals because we were reviewing numbers 1 through 3. So they were kind of bummed that we didn't do math journals, which is kind of good to know that they are liking them. We did do our rainbow book, and they absolutely loved it. So I showed you the rainbow book, I believe, that I made. So they just colored it and they read it to the whole class. So for the kids that really, really struggle with cutting, I did go around with my paper cutter and just cut out the edges, like around it, and then would just cut like the middle. Maybe it wasn't the best thing to do, but when we're kind of like tight with time, I thought it was the best thing to do, because with our other color books, they would not be able to finish and they would get upset. And I knew they were trying really hard. It's not like they were just being lazy and not wanting to do it. They were trying. So I just kind of helped them out a little bit. What else? Oh, today we had prize box. So that went really well as well. They were all able to get something, and there were some kids that got more than one prize because they had 6 tickets, so they got like things for the 1 ticket box, I guess. And there were kids that only got one thing even though they had tickets left over, so they were saving them for next time. So they all loved doing that. I am still contemplating on whether I should still keep giving 1 ticket to every person every day, and then the ticket will just be different, but it's technically still worth the same when it comes to prize box, or if I should give those kids that end the day with 100% 3 tickets, those that end with 90% or higher 2 tickets, and then those that end with 80% or higher 1 ticket. Like, I kind of want to do that, but then I don't know. So let me know in the comments below what you think. This week I have been so incredibly lazy when it comes to packing my own lunch. Packing lunch and just cooking in general is something that I do not enjoy very much. I so wish that I enjoyed cooking, but I just don't, and I'm not very creative when it comes to it. So I have been very lazy when it comes to lunch this week. I've been buying lunch. I think I've purchased lunch have I? Yeah, I bought lunch here at school every day the whole week. And when I kind of do the math, it's not like as efficient. Like, it's not like super inexpensive. It's like $4 a plate, so that's $20 a week, and that's $80 a month on food. And it is really good food, but I could definitely save some money just packing my own lunch. So what do you pack for lunch? I know like a lot of teachers do the same thing every day, and honestly, I don't think I could do that. I would grow very tired of that. And that's one of the reasons why packing my own lunch is kind of such a hassle for me, because packing the same thing will just kind of make me sad. I don't like eating the same thing every day. Yesterday when I went to Dollar Tree, I saw that they had everything Halloween already out, and they have a lot of things like pirate hats, wings, aprons, and like knight armors and Ninja Turtle bags, and it's so cool, and everything's $1 obviously. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy a few of those things for when I have free choice time, because I just think that'd be so cool, and my kids would totally love that. They also have like little animal ears, which would be incredibly perfect because my kids constantly play like family, but some of them are pets. I don't know. So that would be really cool to have. So before I end the video, I do want to give one shout out to Teacher Tales here on YouTube. She is an Australian primary teacher and she has really great content. So if you haven't subscribed to her yet, go ahead and check her out. I think you guys would love it. I always think it's so cool to see teachers from other countries and see how things are different here in the US and then in other countries. So if you guys have ever wondered what teaching in Australia is like, go ahead and check her out. But yeah, I am gonna head out now. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, and yeah. It's been a week and I'm totally ready for a 3-day weekend. I was about to say 4-day weekend. No, 3-day weekend. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.